join me in welcoming the President of the United States.
Bill, thanks for the kind introduction. Statesman. Paul Nitzis, the terrorists and insurgents thrive in a political vacuum, and the delay in forming a government is creating a vacuum. The doctrine of prevention is to work together to prevent the Iranians from having a nuclear weapon. I know we're here in Washington, prevention means force. It doesn't mean force necessarily. In this case, it means diplomacy. He invaded his neighbors. He sponsored terrorism. He pursued and used weapons of mass destruction, the strategic blueprint for America's victory in the Cold War. And by the way, I read the articles in the newspapers this weekend. It was just wild speculation, by the way. What you're reading is wild speculation, which is it's kind of a, happens quite frequently here in the nation's capital. The world in which we live. We're a influential nation, and so therefore many problems come to the Oval Office. And you don't know what those problems are going to be, which then argues for having...
A second, because I have to go on it. I have to go pick up my marching instructions to where I'm going next.
Person who speaks their opinion about everything.
Well, I mean,
the people,
Bush sees him as a potential Adolf Hitler. People have told me they've heard that language from the White House, inside the White House. That is, in other words, this is 1935. And if we could stop Hitler then, shouldn't we have done it? That's the way the president sees the problem today.
Good job.
They thought, many people in the Pentagon think a nuclear weapon right now would be disastrous. 1.2 billion Muslims would go out of their mind if the Americans did that to Iran without some specific cause, just preemptive war. And the White House wouldn't take it out. And so there's a real sort of issue between the White House and some people in the Pentagon on this. There's a lot of pressure on the Pentagon to formally ask the president to take it out of the planning, and if he still doesn't do so, that's going to happen within a few weeks, so I was told. If he still doesn't do so, there'll be some resignations, I'm sure. There are forces on the ground and have been for quite a while. We've had teams going, I wrote a year and 2 months ago about covert teams going across the border in and out, but this is different.